everyone, so my name is Morgan and welcome to Happy Makes You. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of my current projects, and I really want to show you guys how far I have gotten on my knitted blanket, which I started, oh my word, I think I started in the summertime, maybe even springtime, so I've been working on it for quite a while and I'm over halfway done with it and I am so excited, so I cannot wait to show you guys. But let's get started with talking about, I started my Christmas socks, and I know in my last video I showed you the yarn that I am using for it. So I started them. It was really hard for me to decide what color to do the toe and the heel because it came with two mini skeins, a green and a red mini skein, and after some great deliberation, I decided on the green for the sock, for the toe, and then the variegated for the body, and then on the heel I'm going to do the red color, and then I think on the cuff it's also going to be green. And this is what it looks like. So it is turning out cute. I was a little bit worried because it was striping the same way on one side and then it was striping the opposite way on the other side, and I was just thinking, oh no, it's literally gonna be red and green on top and then a pink and white on the bottom. But now as I'm working on it more and more, it's slowly changing to the different colors, so I just think it was kind of like setting itself up. And I do think like the width of the colors is different and it varies, which is causing the variation of the stripes. So it looks really cute. I'm liking it. At first I was a little hesitant because I was just thinking, oh man, I really don't want it to be literally red and green and then white and pink below on my bottom of my foot and then the red and green showing. But now that it's actually switching, I'm beginning to like it a lot better because I'm actually seeing the colors and it's looking more like what I wanted. So I am really excited about that. So I've been working on this. I'm hoping to finish them before Christmas. We're gonna see. I do not have my two other projects that I have talked to you guys about out. It's the Perfectionist Trap shawl. It's a shawl, I would say. I do not have that one out right now because I've been working on it so much this past week. I was hoping to finish it for this kind of podcast episode, but I really could not get it finished. I tried so hard. It did not work. I have one more repeat and then I'm going to bind off, which hopefully I have enough yarn. I don't think I'm going to have enough yarn to be able to do the whole repeat, but I'm hoping that in my next episode I'll be able to show you guys what it looks like. So I didn't really want to show you guys because it looks the same. I mean, unless you're, it looks a little bigger is all it is. But like I said, I'm hoping my next one I'll be able to show you guys it on, me wearing it, and me very happy that it's finished and I can start another project. And then the other project I did not work on this week was my sweater, and I have not worked on that one. I think for the past 2 weeks I really have not touched it just because I was really focused on finishing my pair of socks, which I need to grab those really fast. I totally forgot that I finished my pair of socks. So these are my socks that I finished. So they're a little big. So on my Christmas sock, I went down 4 more stitches for the pattern. So I went down a size in the pattern, because these were just a tad big on me, but not horrible. The striping's pretty close on them, but just a little bit off. So that was kind of sad. I think I kind of messed up on my row count because one sock's a little bit longer than the other, so I think I did something wrong there. So they match until you get to the leg of the second sock, and then I think it's like 2 to 3 rounds longer because I don't think I was paying attention on my first sock when I was counting my rounds. Which just a little tip pointer for you guys: if you guys are making socks identical, make sure you actually keep your track of your rounds, unlike me when I guess I just was going for it because I don't remember at all how I did it. I guess I forgot to, I don't know how I ended up doing that. I must have marked my thing more than what I was supposed to for this one. but they turned out cute. I am excited about them. I am happy. They actually do fit me. Just one sock's a little bit longer than the other one, but I mean, they're kind of slouchy on me, so whenever I put them on, you can't tell one's longer than the other because they're both kind of slouchy. I mean, I could rip out the couple rows in this one, but I'm not really worried about it. It was more of, these were almost like practice socks in the way of I wanted to get familiar with the pattern before I made my Christmas socks. But I am happy with them. I am proud of myself for finishing a pair of socks. I did it. I'm really happy about it. So I forgot to say that. I forgot about these socks. I finished them because I was so focused on my Christmas socks. Like I was saying, the sweater I've been working on, I did not work on at all the past couple weeks just because I've been so focused on finishing those socks and then working on my Christmas socks and then also working on the Perfectionist trap shawl. I'm just trying to get that done. So I think once I get the Perfectionist trap shawl done and I get farther in my socks, I'll probably start working on my sweater a lot more because there's 2 other sweaters I really want to make. So I'm kind of wanting to finish up the sweater sooner than later, which is ridiculous because I'm not even close to being done with it and I'm already like ready to be done with it, but that's okay. That's okay. So the next thing I have to show you is going to be my block for my knitted blanket, and I started on this a little bit earlier while I was watching Dr. Phil. Such an interesting episode. So this is going to be a purple stone-washed block with 3 pink hearts in it, so I'm really excited to be working on this one. It's going to be so beautiful. I don't really use this purple color a lot throughout the blanket, so I'm kind of excited to be able to use it in such kind of a bold way since it's going to be the majority of the block. And then I think after this one I have one more block because there's a total of 12 different blocks, and I'll be repeating and going through block 1 through 12. I think a couple of them I am finished with, so it's just like one last repeat through, and it's not a total of 12 blocks that I have left because I finished a few of them, but I'm really excited about that. And I am really excited because I don't think I'm able to show this very well on camera, but I was able to actually sew up 3 of the strips. 3 of the strips I was able to whip stitch them together, and then I was able to actually crochet 2 of the strips together. So that was really exciting. I was able to do that, and they look really pretty, and it just makes it more exciting because I'm getting closer and closer. So this is the 2 strips I was able to crochet together, and then I have a full strip here that is all the way done. I just don't have the other strip to be able to join them yet. And then I have a couple just loose strips that aren't together yet, but I whip stitched them together because I've been trying to be very proactive with this blanket because I know in the end of it I'm going to appreciate that, because nothing like trying to whip stitch and crochet a bunch of blocks together when you just want to be done with it. So I'm trying to be very proactive in it, and I actually finished this block last week. So it's this beautiful yellow block, and then this one's actually going to be attached to the one I'm making right now, so I'll be able to block them probably next weekend and whip stitch them together next weekend. But it's just very happy and sunny, so yeah, so I'm done with that. And like I said, I'm just been really excited and just enjoying my time working on my knitted blanket. I think whenever I'm done with this knitted blanket, I might work on, I have another blanket that my grandma was working on. She was knitting it whenever she passed away, and it was given to me to be able to finish because I'm kind of the knitter of the family, and so I've kind of set it away for quite a long time. Actually, I think it's been about 5 years that I've had it in my possession, and I've not really worked on it because I think I did a couple rows just to kind of see what the pattern was, but it's just hard to work on because of course I miss her, and it just makes me sad to think like this was the last thing she worked on, but at the same time it's really cool to think that's the last thing she worked on. And that was in her project bag and everything, but I really want to finish it to be able to give to my dad so he can have that and be able to keep it and have half of it made by her and then half of it made by me. And I'm just kind of tired of it sitting in a basket in my room. I really want it to be done in her honor type thing. and I might make that my next work on Sundays type project so I can finish it and have time to enjoy it and spend time working on that blanket and remembering and honoring her. So that's kind of my idea for whenever I finish this project, what I'm going to do next on Sundays. And then I had another idea because I really kind of miss crocheting because I've been knitting so much lately. And I know in my last video I mentioned that I was going to crochet some Christmas trees. And so something actually came about that. I sat down to make one of the trees. It did not go well at all. I just ripped it out and put the yarn back in my stash because I did not like how it turned out. The pattern wasn't the best in the way of like, I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't like the pattern was bad, but I didn't really like how the pattern was written, and so I really struggled making it, and I just felt like it was really bulky and big, and I just didn't like how it looks. So I just ripped it out and put the yarn back in my stash and said, we're just not doing Christmas decorations this year in the craft room. That's okay. Next year I'll come up with a better plan, not so short notice. Okay, sorry, my camera just died, so I'm gonna have to hurry because I don't think these batteries are fully charged either. But I have this bag, and I got it from Joann's a long time ago, and I've just been filling it up with scrap yarn, scrap worsted weight yarn. So I'm thinking about making a scrappy granny stripe. I was going to do a granny square, but I think granny stripe might keep me a little bit more invested in it because I've done a lot of granny squares in the past, and I think the granny stripe would be a nice way to be able to stripe the colors and make it look good. And I also have a ton of worsted weight yarn that I'm using now even, so I would still have scraps to be able to build the blanket. And I think I'll always have worsted weight scraps, so the blanket, I'll have enough yarn to be able to make the blanket. So that's what I think I'm going to start. I don't know if I'm going to start this week or not, but it's just kind of an idea that I'm keeping in the back of my mind to be able to work on. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys, but might be starting very soon. But yes, so I think that is it that I have to talk about today. Just a little bit of projects, and like I said, I really want to talk to you guys about my knitted blanket because I'm really excited about that one. It's been quite a journey, and I've just been enjoying every minute of it. But anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments below what you guys have been working on. Did you guys make any gifts for Christmas, or are you still trying to get those gifts finished? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video.